Hey y'all, Courtney Lyons here with Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, and today I have another sneak peek for you from Diamond Art Club. Hello guys, just a heads up, this sneak peek, and it's actually a sneak peek this time, is going to be a voiceover because chaos ensued today. It's just the only way it was going to work. Okay, so this one is called Gladys the Golden Doodle, and it is by Peggy Collins. I love how, that's the thumbnail right there. And then we have a 55.6 by 83.7, so pretty good size. It is in rounds, and you can tell because it has this round diamond, and it is pink. So, Diamond Art Club does have the artwork on their boxes, which makes the box itself like an actual piece of art. I love it. On the back, we have the how it works. We have the kit contents in multiple languages, and then a little bit more about Diamond Art Club information at the bottom. It is covered with this very nice plastic, as well as has the thumbnail on the very front of the box right here, so it's easy to stack. Okay, and I think this is the part where I struggle with opening it, so we're gonna skip that. Okay, so I did also, before we really get started on this, want to say that this does come out on Saturday, this Saturday, January 25th. I'm going to pop it right here. And it is going to be a 9 a.m. release Pacific Standard Time and 12 p.m. release Eastern Standard Time. Oh my gosh, I struggle so hard with that. But that's going to be for Ruby and Diamond tier. And then for the general release, it will be a 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time release, and then a 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time release. Alright, so just taking that plastic off right here so we can open this up. And I absolutely love this insert. You'll see it right here. Pull it out. It just gives it an extra layer of protection from being squished so that it just won't get squished. I love that they do that. And then let's go ahead and first take a look at our toolbox. So this is the standard toolbox you'll get with every kit that you purchase. You do get a smaller tray with smaller kits, but this is the normal bigger size tray with the normal big size kits that you'll usually get from Diamond Art Club. There are definitely accessories that you can get on their site still, like as far as like pens, washi tapes, different tips, and waxes, and tweezers, stuff like that. But this is the very basic. So this one does come, if you just pull that top off, this one comes with the brass tip pen, which has been rolled out pretty recently and has been really a lot better at making sure that it doesn't, this is the tip part, and then you pull the plunger out, you can see there's wax on the inside. Anyway, I really like the brass tip. I think it's a lot better at not breaking for sure, and it places better too. So, yes, and then if we go the other way, I just struggled with this one, I don't know why. But yeah, if we twist to the right, like you would with any twisty thing, then you can see here that some of them are a little bit more difficult than others, but you can see that the putty is starting to come out the end. So this is the opaque putty that is actually going to be starting to not be there anymore. You can see that's what makes it stick. And then we have a multi-placer at the end. You can replace it with, and it's actually in here. First off, this is the new clear wax that they're rolling out with that you can put in your pen from now on. And the pens should be coming preloaded with this wax. It's just better. They're finding that it doesn't harden like the putty has done, making it hard to be able to twist the twist and pick pen. And don't forget, it does also come with that pink wax. So they are moving to that from now on instead of the putty. But you can put whatever wax or favorite putty you can in there when you pull the plunger out and just replace it. You just clean it out with some tweezers or something and replace it. So this, I'm just giving you a closer look at that clear wax. And that was the twist and pick pen. You did see that it did have the different placers. That's the 7-placer and the 4-placer at the very end, so that you can put more drills down at once, which makes it really nice. But I would highly recommend Diamond Art Club's multi-placer that's the stainless steel thin placer. So you can see this is the tray. There was like a little tabby piece on the end there, you could see. And then also they've changed it so it has like a better, like it doesn't have the corners on the tray, and that just makes it so things don't get stuck. But you could see that it also had the lid and the top just to make things be able to like not move around. So this is the origami pamphlet. This is tips and tricks right here. There's a kit contents, and I'll talk about what that card is in just a second here. I did get silver, which is really cool, but we'll talk about it in a second. But yes, on the very right there, you can see there's a 20% off, that QR code that you see. That's if you buy from the app for the first time, even if you've already bought online. And then on the very left side is the Facebook group you can connect to if you've already made your first purchase. I highly recommend going there. You can vote and everything. This is the sticker sheet, Gladys the Golden Doodle, and these are individually cut so you can use them for your logbook, which I absolutely do and I absolutely love. If you open the opposite way, man, I'm going fast. I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep up with myself. I need to give myself more time. But yeah, these are the 3 ABs you can see here and the 2 fairy dust at the end. And the 6000 is a color that only Diamond Art Club has. Because they make their drills in-house, they can't actually make their own colors as well. And kind of like add to the DMC code that's already there that they use, which is the same DMC code that they use for floss, for like cross stitch. So anyway, that's the pamphlet and the sticker sheet. Let's talk about this Treasure Quest card. So I'm excited to have silver. You can get the different colors. I'm going to post right here what those different colors are. So they do move up in rarity. So the one you get most of is the bronze, and then the silver, and then the gold are harder to come by, and I have yet to get a black card. They're very, very hard to come by. But yes, it is really fun. It's like seriously treasure hunt every single time. And right here, I'll show you what you can use them for. So you can actually use this for different like prizes or like gifts, redemption gifts that you can get if you collect enough of these cards. So you can see right there that you can get a $50 off, $75 off, $100 or $200, and these are actual gift cards. So you can stack them with actual coupon codes, which is really cool. So yes, and then you can also get a custom kit. Yeah, just collect those cards and use them. They're going to be awesome. Let's go ahead and crack into the actual kit, which as you can see is covered with this dust cover, which is really nice, keeps water out, keeps dust out, and just gives an extra layer of protection, which I absolutely love. Let's go ahead and unroll it. Diamond Art Club does have a tarpaulin canvas. It is self-flattening, so I could leave it here on the table and it would self-flatten on its own, but I am going to actually roll it backwards because it is poured glue, so you can do that without harming it. It's just really nice. It does, I've noticed, change the amount of like softness. There's sometimes where I get like a super plush kit or like a canvas, and then other canvases are, I mean, they're all super plush. They're all really like, they're still the nicest out there that I have found. But definitely it does change in, like, if you notice a difference from one canvas to the other, that's totally normal. And I've noticed that it does that. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. When I first opened this up, I was like, holy cow, it's so pretty. It just, even the Golden Doodle has so many different colors in it. It's definitely going to be like a lot of confetti, but because it is hand charted, which Diamond Art Club does with all their kits, that means that they have come in and they have like a lot of them are computer programmed, but Diamond Art Club, they actually go in and change all these little pixels around to make them look as best as possible. And just moving it up and down so you guys can see. I'm going to turn it sideways so it's a little bit easier to see. But yeah, you can see those nice clean cut lines. It's definitely a preferred style for me, but some people do like the computer rendered. It does kind of lend for a softer rendering. So let's look at the canvas. This is your lifetime warranty promise that if you have spilled drills or lost drills, or if they weren't included, that is covered, as well as the canvas is protected. Here are the socials for Diamond Art Club, as well as a take 10 for 10% off your coupon or your next purchase. And then right here is the information that Peggy Collins with the C copyright right there means that the artist, Peggy Collins, is being compensated and that this is a legally licensed painting. So you can see on either side there's also the legend that has the DMC code and the symbols and everything, and then here's that soft tarpaulin canvas. We do also have a poked holes and the scalloped edging just to make it look nice, and the poked holes does help it to not fray. I've never had an issue with fraying canvases from Diamond Art Club. This is the perforated cover sheet, which is nice and thick. They keep rolling out even better stuff. The pink line is not an issue anymore. I know people are still worried about it. It's not an issue. It definitely did not pink this one despite it being around, and the glue is super sticky, but you can see the perforation is really nice so that you can section off your canvas, but you don't have to use it if you don't. You can still section it and you do the cutting method like a lot of other people do, or take the whole plastic off and put down release paper, which Diamond Art Club does have, or you can get something like Crafts from Crashly has them too. Then let's look at the drills, and based off of how fast I filmed this, I did not give myself enough time, so this is going to be interesting, guys. I'm going to be spewing out numbers like crazy, so let's go ahead and open this and look. take my second to breathe, and next time I do a voiceover, I'm going to try to remember to give myself more time. I know you guys are seeing some wrinkles on the very back. Those are not going to stay there. That is because the plastic is still on it, and if I were to pull the plastic off and put it back on just a little bit at a time, it would, or like half of it at a time, it would be fine. 9, let's go ahead and start. Diamond Art Club, by the way, like I said, does make their drills in-house. They are super multifaceted. They are super, we'll get to the numbers, guys. I'll get there when I'm done talking. But yes, and they are really, really nice drills. I especially love their squares, but even their rounds are just absolutely beautiful. And they do put them in order of amount as well, which is nice for kitting up in something like an Elizabeth Ward. So now I'm going to spew out numbers. This is our first fairy dust color, though, that I'm noticing. I skip it, I think, at first, but there's 4 bags of 310, and I go back and find it later. I remember now. Yes, 4 bags of 310, which is normal for a Peggy Collins because it does a lot of outlining. 817, 498, and then I'm like, where? I think this is where I'm like, wasn't there a fairy dust color in there? And this is where I find it. Okay, so fairy dust is a extra special coating that Diamond Art Club has put on the top of their drills. It just has an extra sparkle on the top. It's a little bit difficult to see through camera, and it's not as quite as like, it doesn't have as much oomph as like an AB, which we'll get to later, but they're still very beautiful, nice, and I will take the drills out so that you can see them. So now we have 598, 155, 934, 604, 813, 743, 3845, and AB 3846. Now ABs are they're amazing. They're gorgeous. I do love placing with the fairy dust better, but you can see this has an iridescent coating that just is gorgeous. I'll tell more about it when we bring up, like when we take them out and look at it. But right next to it is another fairy dust color. This is a green one. And the coating you can see better on this because it seems like the darker the coating, the easier it is to see. Hopefully I'm not making anyone dizzy. 600, 597, 823, 334, 433, 3810. And I think these last 2 right here are our last ABs and our last specials. There might be one more fairy dust. I don't remember. But yes, we'll see that in a little bit if so. But yeah, that iridescent coating. AB stands for Aurora Borealis, I forgot to say, which is like the northern lights because it really does have that iridescent shimmer that just seems to change depending on how it's moving. 165, 818, 828, 611, 3790, 3837, 745, 3865, 211, 605. These colors are amazing. 898, 3819, 839, 3844. Oh my gosh, that blue. 210, 3746, 3371, and 6000. That 6000 is that made up color that Diamond Art Club has done. So it's not necessarily special drill, but it is also special because you're not going to find that same color anywhere else. So let's go ahead and we're going to pull out, oh no, this is the next one. I missed one. 605, 935, 581. I will show you the specials in a second here and where they go. 336 and 798, another beautiful blue. 434, 3362. And what am I doing here? I don't know. I don't remember, guys. We're just going, I just filmed this like maybe an hour and a half ago and I've already forgotten. Okay, I'm going to show you specials. Let's look at the specials. So right here is our first fairy dust color. It really is difficult to see on these lighter colors, but it definitely still packs a punch when you put them down and you're looking at them when you're not looking through the camera lens. But it is a beautiful, just sparkly, almost like a mica powder coating. It's going to be that lowercase a, cursive A. And it is all over this sweet little puppy's face. It's just, yeah, it just really is going to emphasize the puppy and this golden doodle and make him stand out. So he kind of stands out from the background. It's going to look really good. You can see where kind of the lighter tans are is where you're going to have this fairy dust color. Let's move on to the next one. Here is the green fairy dust, which like I said, stands out a lot more. So I think there's only the 2 fairy dusts. And we have a little rogue drill right there, but I like to give you a close-up look at them. It's a lot of work to like take them out and everything and put them back so they're easy to find again, but it's totally worth it so you guys can see. So this is going to be the X symbol, and you are seeing this in the greenery, but most of the greenery that's up higher where the light is catching. So not the greenery down at the bottom, but you'll see right up here at the top. And I think I'm going to zoom you in so you can see, because I think I try to bring it closer and it just doesn't work. Yeah, there we go. So you can see where the X's are. It's kind of that much greener green. Has a little bit more of like a neon green to it. And then we'll pull out so I can show you everywhere that goes. So everywhere my finger touches. I just watched Lion King, so everywhere the light touches. Okay, I'm such a nerd. I actually didn't watch Lion King, I watched Mufasa. It was really good. Really, really good. I love the music. But anyway, yes. Let's move on to the next drill. So this is our first AB, so you can see this a lot closer now, this iridescent coating on top. It is definitely like a lot harder to place, but I will tell you that Randa's Crafty Corner does have really good putty because it's a harder one and it doesn't pull off the topping. And it's easier to place, it doesn't like stick as much. But while it's harder to place, it really packs a punch. It looks gorgeous. It's that square with a line diagonally through it. I usually have a name for the symbols, but I don't know, that's just the cancel square, I guess. It's kind of a newer symbol. I don't think I remember seeing that one. But yeah, you're going to be seeing it in this like bluer blues area up here. It's just going to, it's like sunlight showing through that stained glass in the back. And then the dog is like on the other side of the window, and then the flowers are around him. I think that's like what made me think, especially when I saw those ABs. This is the pink AB. This one is so pretty. I love a good pink AB. And that one is definitely going to be, well, first off, it's that sideways divided by symbol. And we're going to be seeing it anywhere you see pink, pretty much. Especially the flowers over here. And the flower over here, which it's a kind of like, it's like a surrounding. Yeah, like my finger, that's where it is. Like the middle is kind of a lighter color and the outer side is like a dark color. And then in the middle is that AB. I'm just pointing out wherever else it goes. I am like struggling with words today. I swear I'm not like drunk or anything, but I'm like slurring my words. Okay, the last AB is this beautiful orange one, and this one is also going to be going in the flowers, which I'll show you in a second, but it's also going to be in the Sweet Puppy. So right here, I'm going to show you the symbol, which is the other cancel symbol, but it's like a circle cancel symbol. I don't know if I show you. Yes, I do. I do show you. Okay, so yeah, right above the blue one right there. And you're going to see it mostly in the flowers, but you're also seeing it in the dog. Actually, mostly in the dog too. It's like there's a lot in the dog. So you're seeing wherever I'm pointing to is where you're seeing it, and it's just going to give him a little bit of a sheen to him. It's going to look really, really, really good. Although its name is Gladys, so it might be a she. Who knows? But a sweet little golden doodle is so cute. This reminds me of Michaela Renee has a dog that I think it's her brother, right, Michaela? If you see this, that looks a lot like this pup, for sure. Okay, so now that we are done with the specials, I'm going to put right here that this is going to be a 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Diamond and Ruby release, and it is also going to be, for the general release, it will be 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so definitely look for that. That's on the 25th of January, which is Saturday, which is when the normal releases are. Okay, I'm going to pan over for you guys. I hope you had a really nice time, and I'd love to know if you end up grabbing this. I would love to know because it is so pretty. I would imagine that if you want it, you should get it quickly because a lot of her stuff sells out, especially the stained glass animals. Especially the stained glass animal dogs. So if you want it, I would grab it quickly. I wouldn't sit on it. But if not, and if you can't, they usually do restock it again. So thanks for joining me, guys, and I will see you guys next time. If you made it this far, go ahead and put a little puppy down below. Doesn't matter what kind. I'm sure there's a dog emoji on there. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!